continuing with what I said, I told you before the show that I had a little surprise that I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Can I bring that out now?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right, let's do it. Hold on.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Go ahead. I like this. I like surprises. I've never had someone give me a surprise. Not give me a surprise, but show me a surprise like this.
Yes.
So I'm definitely curious. Oh, you got the cards like that, bro. Listen, I've gotten fucking cracked out on cards, dude. It's really ridiculous.
Yes.
So
that's what I love.
It's really, really wild because so I had my aunt, she has like an entire shoebox of baseball cards, and from like the 70s and 80s, bro.
Yeah.
Now, I have to go and pick them up over the weekend. I don't know what kind of condition they're in, man. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much. But I know she has like a Ricky Henderson rookie, like some crazy ones, you know. This is all from like the late 70s, early 80s. She's given me some comic books as well, like Marvel comics, like Amazing Spider-Man first edition, like some crazy shit.
I would check all those prices.
It's like in the casing, like the comic books are in mint condition.
Yeah.
And of course, I have like Pokemon cards. I see all that. So what is that? Can you show me?
All right.
Can you explain to me how the grading works? Because I'm a moron when it comes to
all right. So the basic breakdown of grading is this. So there's
real quick.
Yes.
I'm like overstimulated right now. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, I wanted to bring something that I thought you would love.
Yeah.
And I saw you did something with cards yesterday,
Yeah,
so I was like,
fantastic,
I'll go out and
bro.
grab a couple cases. All right, so the basic breakdown of what cards are. There's two main companies, BGS and PSA.
I've heard of PSA.
All right, so PSA is the main grading system that everyone's been using, and it's what honestly everyone should use. I only see the reason of using BGS if you have a very rare card, like one of the personalities that I've also worked with. His name is Chad Blesnick. If you have a very like expensive card, you go to BGS, and if you get a BGS 10, great. But for the everyday person, I feel like PSA is well worth it.
Question now: is there if I get a BGA,
A BGS,
no, it's PGS.
BGS and PSA.
Okay, so BGS. If I have a card and it's a 10 from BGS and it's a 10 from PSA, is there one that's more valuable than the?
There's a little bit more weight to a BGS 10. PSA tends to be a little bit lighter on the 10 when they grade it. So 10 is mint condition, perfect card. And if you get a BGS, they're a little bit harder on the grading. If you get a BGS 10, you know that's an absolutely brand new card, like it just came out of the plastic or the case, wherever it came from. It carries a little bit more weight, and it adds to your eBay sale.
Right.
But I want to talk about this. So the market that's exploding right now is Pokemon.
Dude, so this is real quick. This is the first time that I actually see this casing like this.
Yes.
This is insane. So this one is right now, as you guys can see, I'm showing it in the camera right now. This is a Pokemon. This is
PSA 9.
PSA 9.
Red.
So 9 is what the grade is.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is wild. I feel like I'm
So
7
this is
years
not
old
a
again.
first edition Pokemon card. So if it was first edition, it would have a little first edition tag in the corner here. But this is from the base set. So this is a Red Cheeks PSA 9 shadowless. When I say shadowless, it doesn't have like a drop shadow behind the picture. There's another base set that does have a shadow here. So this is the shadowless version. And if you look on eBay right now, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably worth a little over $2,000.
That card?
Yeah, this card.
Stop.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like a first edition?
That's how crazy the market is. That's how crazy the return on your investment is.
Wow.
Which is ballistic.
Yo, could you imagine being a kid and you're like 8 years old and you're in the, what would you be, third?
If you have a first edition Charizard card and it's in mint condition, you're about to make a 6-figure payment.
So how about this? What if you remember you being a 7 or 8 year old and like you gave away your Charizard first edition for like a chocolate bar? Aren't you miserable
Horrible.
right now?
Miserable. Like
Now-
you should run through a wall.
Yeah. So would you feel, how did you go about that card? You actually sent it out? Like you're not nervous?
No.
about that?
All right. So when Talking Shop started with Buster, we had a guy on the show, and I still keep in contact with him. Same with Buster. His name is Jeremy Pidower. Jeremy is an executive with Jazzwares, which is a partner to Pokemon. Jeremy's also one of the top collectors in the world for Pokemon. He has complete sets. He has rare cards. I mean, he has the only complete set of all the Charizards. Jesus. From Japanese to English version.
Fuck, he can get whatever car he wants.
Exactly. And he's so humble. He's the nicest guy ever. And when we had him on the show, we talked to him probably 2 hours after the recording was done. Just because we're like, we love this guy. We need to stay in contact with him. And that whole night, the 2 hours, me and Buster just went on a Pikachu spree where we were just buying already graded Pikachus. And this was my first ever Pikachu buy at the time. And this was in March. I bought it for probably a little over $200 at the time. It's now worth over $2,000.
Now, when you buy this card, do you buy it? Yeah. What would you call it? Like naked? If it's not
raw.
Like, raw. Okay. All right. Close enough. Same concept.
You were close.
So how would you recommend someone going about buying? Like, obviously, I'm not going to pay $2,000 for this because I don't have $2,000. Right?
Yeah.
Spoiler. But if I'm on eBay right now and I see this and I see it at $200, like you said, right? Yeah. Someone listening to this right now, should I buy it raw? Should I buy it in the casing? How much does it cost if I have this card in my collection and I want to send it to get?
I don't think the everyday person can any longer buy this in a PSA slab. So we call it a slab, not a case. I think for like the everyday kid who now wants to get into cards, I don't think it's really possible to buy a graded one because you're not going to ask your parents to break the bank. Maybe some kids are. I wouldn't. So I think it's better to buy raw, but this is my advice if you're going to buy raw. So you have to look at the features of the card. So as we could see, the front of the card itself looks completely flawless. There's no scratches. There's no whitening. Like there's no white on the corners or anything like that. But it's also important to look at the back. So you want to look at the back and see that there's no whitening on the corners. So there might be slight whitening on the corners. That's why I got a 9 instead of a 10.
There's like one little white, and if you wouldn't have mentioned it, I probably don't see it. I'm not even trying to mess with you.
That's what I want kids to understand. If you're gonna buy a raw, look at the card. Don't just buy it because it says $20. If it's $20, don't trust it.
Right.
Because it's definitely beat.
Is there a way that you can see the card on your own and get an idea of what the grade is?
Yeah, I mean, like, are you asking if I could see like a raw card and understand what it might get?
I'm saying you in particular because I have a Carlos Correa rookie card, and it's in like really good condition, and I'm hoping maybe they win another World Series just to like piss off Yankee fans too because I'm a Met fan, and I've been miserable. It's been rough, and then maybe one day he gets in the Hall of Fame, and then 10 years from now I have a Jose Urias. He was a relief pitcher for the Dodgers. I have his rookie card. Dude, I went the other day. I'm walking down Steinway Street. It's 2 blocks away. And I passed by a thrift shop. And it's a whole bag, like a reusable supermarket bag. Some BS like that. And it said, whole bag, baseball card, $7. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm a gambler at heart. Like, I've made dumber decisions anyway. So I gave the guy $10. I'm like, keep the change. Some old white Albanian dude. And he was like, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I was like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Maybe we can get a Porsche out of this or some shit. So, but as I'm looking at it, I only look at like the edges. Because, like, I wouldn't say I'm a card head, but I used to collect when I was way younger. And I know, like, what's in mint condition, what's in good condition. Yeah. So my question to you is, if I had a Pokemon card right now and I just showed it to you, would you be able to, or is there a way that you can say, yo, Nick, you know what, man? Don't even go and get it slabbed. Don't even go and get it slabbed because it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I would be able to look at a raw card, and if I saw that the edges were all white, or like sometimes with the cards, like if you break this up and it's a hollow card, shiny, you could see like the hollow under the skin itself. So then I'd be like, all right, it's not worth it unless it was like a Charizard card. Like even a Charizard card is going for a couple $100 right now. Like that's the only time I would say, yeah, it's worth it. But I would be able to tell, yeah.
I'm so blown away by this.
Yes.
Yo, you first of all, I didn't expect this, and I'm like fascinated by it because I've been going down YouTube rabbit holes and just watching all of these because I know I have Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I got a lot of baseball
You need to look
cards
at all those cards.
Yeah, for sure. I have a LeBron James rookie, those rookie orientation cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! I think it's Fleer or Upper Deck. It might be. I gotta check, but I saw that exact card that I have, and it was like $800 on eBay.
Were you looking at the sold listings?
The sold listings, and I was looking at that, and I was like, yo, I know for a fact because I have like the little the sleeve. I got the sleeve and the hard case ones.
Yeah.
So I know that for certain, it's in like good condition, and it's in a binder. You know what I mean? So I got that over there, and wow, man, this is crazy. So what else do you have over there?
All right, so this is the one I tell people is my favorite card in the entire collection. I went to summer camp as a kid, like I said before, at a camp called Camp Scatico in Elizaville, New York. The founder of that camp is in the Basketball Hall of Fame. His name is Nat Holman. He is part of the original Celtics, which is a barnstorming basketball team before any established NBA or anything like that.
So is he on those 11 title Celtics teams, or is he even before that?
He's even before that.
Oh, wow. So he's like an OG,
but
OG.
Here's the thing about Nat. Nat holds the only record as the only coach in basketball history to win the NIT and the NCAA tournament in the same year. He won. Happen? I don't know how it happened.
Different times, obviously.
Yeah, 1950 he won both of those. So I actually bought his card from 1933. And if you know anything about these cards from 1933, Gaudi's.
So this is from 1933.
Yeah, these are from 1933, Sport Kings. So this is like the ones that you see in books that have like the Babe Ruth ones. It's from the same line.
Wow.
Yeah. So this card...
Bro, this card is almost 100 years old.
Exactly.
So like...
And it's not a good grade, but I didn't even care about the grade. I care about the card.
This is more like a memory nostalgia
Exactly.
thing
It's something I'll never sell.
Than anything.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm more fascinated by this than this one. Even though the price is completely different, because this card is 66 years younger than this. Like, this is wild. Sports Kingdom.
Well, let's show the audience.
Yeah, I'm taking a bunch of pictures of these to like promote this pod, because dude, I got some of my buddies, my buddies, Chris, Nick, the Alvarez brothers. They got this podcast, Twin Talk Yanks. They're big Yankee fans. I played high school baseball with them. Mm-hmm. I was a senior. They were a freshman. I'm friends with their brother Frankie as well, and they're good friends, who's also brothers with one of my really good friends. I know I'm throwing a lot of names out here.
Gotta love the connection web.
They got they've started going on like these trips into like Connecticut and Jersey and random like Asian pop-up shops and buying Yu-Gi-Ohs and Pokemon and shit. So I've been talking to them, and they've gone like down these rabbit holes because
you have a game shop down the road. I literally might go check out after this is done.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm down after this for sure. And they've gotten into it, and those kids, like, they're the kind of kids that, like, when they go in on something, they're like balls to the wall, and like they're just like double down, right? Yeah. So I've learned a lot about it through them, and they've been telling me about these PSAs. What else you got? Other basketball?
So I'm gonna explain two more. So like you said, you're a betting man.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have a Correa rookie.
Correa, yeah.
All right. So this is my bet. I don't really buy baseball cards. I buy basketball cards. When you're looking to invest in a basketball card, you need to look at what is the potential to become a star. And I think this kid has a real shot at it. Rui Hachimura.
Yo, my buddy Danny is a sick Wizards fan.
Yeah.
This is
the perfect card. That's a 10.
Panini Prism.
Panini Prism is the absolute like basic of basketball cards. Prism.
Okay,
so this is what you call. So this isn't like a regular base card. So this is called an insert. You see how it says Instant Impact?
Yeah, let me see.
So on the side it says Instant Impact. Right. That's an insert. It's not a base card. So Rui has a base card, same as every player in the NBA, but this is one of his inserts.
Okay, now what is the difference between an insert and the regular base?
All right, so I'm going to pull up my phone here. I'm going to show you what a Panini Prism base looks like.
This is like... These cases are insane.
Yeah, they're great,
These
right?
are fucking awesome.
All right, so I'm about to show you. This is what a Rui base looks like. This is a silver, but it's still... This is what a base card looks like.
Oh, so it's more like a box score kind of.
Exactly.
Right. Bro, what?
Yeah. You see that price?
Dude. So when do you know? I'm assuming it's similar to like stocks, right? Like
yes. I think basketball cards and cards in general are more. I think it's a smarter investment than the stock market right now. And I know that's being really bold and be like, who is this Gen Z kid saying this?
No.
If you look at the return on investment, it's so insanely clear.
I think there's a lot of truth to that. As someone who has studied betting markets, who has been fascinated by betting from a young age, it's something that just, man, I tell this story all the time. I was 7, 8, no older than like 8 years old, and my uncle came and he's like, "Yo, pick these 4 teams." Who's going? I didn't know football.
Yeah,
you know. He puts a parlay in, comes in next week, gives me $20. He's like, "Hey, good job, kid." From there on, I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, this team won by a certain," and I just remember from a young age, it was like, wait, so this team has to win by a certain margin? And with sports betting, there's always been that stigma of, oh, you're a piece of shit if you gamble, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like, it's always been the giant elephant in the room that no one wants to acknowledge.
Crazy how much that's changing now.
Right. And everyone did it, right? Like I remember going to pre-games and to tailgates, and like these like 6-7 figure Wall Street dudes or guys from my customers are over there just like, they have their little parlay cards and whatnot. And everyone's talking about spreads. And you know, I'm a big daily fantasy player as well. And it's very similar where one time I was at a bar and I told a girl I was in predictive analytics. And one of my buddies is actually in, like, he graduated from an Ivy League school, and his like,
wait, you said I was in predictive analytics?
I was like, yeah, I do. I was hammered, but I was
oh
like,
my God.
I do predictive analytics. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah, you know, I kind of have these models, which I do for daily fantasy, and I try to dictate the future outcomes.
That's a great way to say I gamble.
And my friend was like, yo, you know what's funny? That's exactly what like predictive analytics is, but it's just hysterical that you apply that to fantasy football.
Yeah.
But with this, it's like so like if you have a Luka card, like the only way Luka cannot become a Hall of Famer is if the dude gets hurt, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Right? So I agree with you that there's more of a reasonable expectation with a card like that where you're like, yo, this dude is a baller, man.
Yeah.
Unless he gets hurt, something significant happens.
Also, Rui's the only true Japanese-born player. So
So
his card is about
as well.
His card in the Japanese market is going to go crazy. So like you're also looking at that because like if you're on eBay, you're selling to everyone in the world. It's not just I'm just selling in the United States. I'm selling everywhere.
Right.
So I mean, I personally think Rui's going to be a star, but I want to talk about one more investment because I think this is smart too. Is something that I've learned. So Chad Blesnick, like I said, I've made some videos for him. He was also a guest on me and Buster's show too. And when he told us we always get this advice after the taping.
Right. Yeah.
Always. And his thing is you should be investing in the first year of a product. So this is another Panini product. This is called Optic. And that's Brandon Ingram, who's unbelievable. 23 points this season. I think he averaged like 7-8 rebounds
This was his coming out party.
Exactly.
As far as he finally was on a team and an organization that really kind of gave him the reins, especially before Zion came into the mix.
And dude, hopefully they let Zion run too.
Yeah.
Now, with a new coach.
Wow. So this is that I'm holding right now, guys.
This is the first year of Optic, and this is a Brandon Ingram. I think it's this. Hold on, can I say? I think it's this. It's just his hollow from Optic. It's the first year of Optic, which is 2016. So I was like, well, who from that 2016 class is a person that I want? It's obviously got to be Ingram. So I made sure to hop on that before I think he'll be an all-star next season. Personally, I mean, how can one average 23 plus, 8 plus boards, 4 plus assists, and not be an all-star?
Guys, for all of you that want to see some of this stuff and my reactions, this is going to be on the YouTube channel. I've taken pictures of these also, and I'm going to take pictures afterwards too. You also got to pose with the belt. That's why the green screen is over there. But, man, I have so many more questions. Like, what would you say is – so – I see Panini. I see Panini. Is that like the brand that someone should go to?
Panini is the brand that you should go to if you're doing basketball.
Okay.
I think Topps still has it for baseball. But Panini is the absolute go-to for basketball for sure.
So for anything current like post 2015, you would say you want to go towards.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on like Upper Deck.
Yeah. Upper Deck cards, unless it's like LeBron, Wade, Melo, like they don't really hold the same value.
Right.
Like they make modern cards, but they don't hold the same value today.
Do you need to have a LeBron rookie card for it to be valuable? What if you had a LeBron first year Miami Heat?
No, exactly. Like you're thinking like a sports card collector does. So, I mean, you could look at like obviously the LeBron rookies go crazy. No matter what kind of card it is, like you should be looking.
Yeah, I just think in general, like even if you're a super duper casual,
yeah,
I think everyone would tell you, yeah, bro, I'm going to go for a rookie card.
Yeah.
So my question was like, what if I got Lamar Jackson MVP 2019 year? Is there? I don't know.
No, that's exactly what you should be doing. So like the thing with LeBron, like you could say like, oh, I want a LeBron card from his championship year, or I want one from the first year of Miami. Like all those cards have value because of those significant moments of people's career. And again, I'm going to say like, so this is a comparison now. So about 2 weeks ago, I bought a card from Panini. It's an insert, which means it's not a base card, of the first game between Ja and Zion. And they're both on the card and they're holding each other's jerseys. So I snagged that card thinking that will be valuable in the future. Kind of like the card that I snagged, which I'm pumped because I'm going to open it when I get back home. I bought a trio card from Topps from 2003 that has LeBron, Melo, and Wade on it. So it's like you have to look at what's going to hold the most value in the future. And I think, I mean, anything LeBron, Wade, Melo has value. But it's now the modern game is looking at the modern day rookies. Like today, Lonnie Walker signed with Clutch. I think Lonnie Walker is going to be a star too.
Right. So a lot of it is like the stock market where you're kind of just predicting whether a guy is going to blossom into something more than what he is at the moment.
Exactly.
So kind of like buying low on a player.
Yeah. And I wanted to make this episode special. So since I bought these packs, this is Panini Mosaic. So this isn't Prism, but it's like I would say it's second best. So these are, there's going to be 3 packs in each one here. And we're going to crack it open. And we are going to sleeve the rookies. The thing with cards, you always have to protect them now. They have to be
immediately. You got it
immediately,
dude. I was gonna say I got fucking rubber gloves in the car. If you want to get really crazy,
no. Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, like you find a jump like that, yeah, you shouldn't want it laying around and whatnot. But
all right, but we're gonna go hunting right now. We're hunt. I mean, I would
now.
love.
How much does this pack go for? If you wanted to, like,
I mean, if you want your audience to know, I paid $100 for these two.
Just these two?
Just these two. Paid $100 for it.
Okay, and
1 because I wanted to do it, and 2 because I wanted to make this special. But I think it'd be fun.
So also, there's a chance, obviously, that you might not get anything out of this.
Yeah, absolute chance.
So that's where the gamble comes in. Oh, this is great.
I mean, if I was a betting man, I would say we're more than likely not going to get Ja or Zion, but I would love to pull it. I've never pulled a Ja or a Zion. I pulled Luka, but I haven't pulled those two.
Interesting.
So, yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's crack open one.
Yeah, dude, do your thing, man. This is crazy. You know, actually buying a card that you know already makes sense more than like buying the packs, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Because you could, in theory, maybe there was a Zion that cost $100, and you were better off just buying it that way as opposed to buying a pack and not knowing the unknown.
Yeah. I'm just blanking because I'm trying to open these.
Nah, man, make sure you don't mess this up. I like how these look. These look clean as fuck, dude.
Yeah, they are.
What would you say right now, as you're opening, you would go, if you had to go all in on one specific genre of card, basketball, Pokemon, which one would you say? Pokemon, yeah?
Pokemon for sure, 100,000% on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
What about, where does Yu-Gi-Oh fall in the mix?
I mean, if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon and it's in perfect condition, that's going to be worth some money. Same with the Purple Wizard, I think, too.
Yo, think about this, right? You're growing up, and you say you were 24, right?
Yes.
You're 24, I'm 29. We're roughly in the same, like, age demo where we were kind of in a unique situation, and more so, I think mine, like the 27s to 32s right now, where back in the day, your parents would be like, "Yo, stop playing video games, man. You can't make a living out of it."
That's
or
the
like,
thing. Everything's changed.
Everything's changed. And then also like, "Yo, why are you buying all these trading cards and shit?" Like,
yeah, I mean, I have packages coming to the house all the time, and my mom's like, or even my fiance is like, "What are you doing?" Also, I'm 24. I'm engaged.
oh, you're in love,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's great.
Good. Congrats on the sex.
Yeah. But yeah, so everything's changed. Everything's shifted from traditional to this creative field.
Well, I think with social media, it's opened up the door for people to be able to make money in different ways.
Yeah, and kids aren't saying like, I'm going to school so I could be an executive. Kids are going to school and they want to learn film. And they're like, I want to be a YouTube influencer. Like,
yeah, I want to be a YouTuber now. Yeah.
Yeah, like, or I want to be a TikTok star. Like, that's.
Well, you also don't need school for that.
Yeah, exactly. So more and more kids are going to skip college.
I made a promo video of this studio and I was just shooting, and I uploaded it up on the Patreon, and then I cut like a little clip and I posted it on social to try to gain traffic and whatnot. One of my buddies hit me up. He's like, "Yo, who did that edit for you? It was dope." I was like, "Me, Dick. Who else do you think did?"
Yeah.
Fucking some little Indonesian kid on YouTube showed me how to do everything I needed to.
Yeah, granted, I learned from a mentor editing, but everything is available on YouTube.
Also, I think it's completely different because you went into school. I don't want to shit on school because I think school is very important.
Yeah.
But I also think that you went into school knowing what the hell you wanted to do. Where like me, I went into like 9 different fields.
Well, my first, I would say 2.5 years. I didn't really know, but then
you're like drinking on Thursdays and Fridays. You're an asshole the first 2 years, of course. Yeah, that's normal, bro. That's you being a kid.
Yeah, and then it's just once you know what you want to do in your life, you're like, I'm gonna do everything and anything I could do to get it. You don't know what it is, but I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
It's like anything I do, making videos or talking content or helping to produce content, it's going to be my best effort because it's a reflection on who I am and what I do.
Yeah, it's your resume.
Exactly.
All right.
So like, I don't want a potential employer to look at it and be like, this kid doesn't even care about what he's making. He's just doing it for a quick buck. But when you truly love something, it's not for the buck. It's like the reason why I love production and editing is because it gave me a certain control that I really never felt in my own personal life. And being able to tell people's stories and kind of finding your own story through them is like, for me, that's everything to me.
Yeah. And that's also going to live for ages, man.
Yeah.
You know, you put out you're working with some influencer and you're doing the editing for his page, or you're doing, you shoot a documentary, and like that's gonna live for centuries. You know, for as long as the internet's around, and the way it's going, that ain't going nowhere. Okay, so what do we have here?
All right, so our first card is Zach Collins. Not great.
A little bit of a Jobert.
Mason Plumlee. Okay, I mean, not horrible. Jokic.
But that's not rookie.
No, it's not rookie.
So
but like,
is there any value to that now, or is it just?
I mean, if the Nuggets were to do something this season, maybe. But I don't think.
So you're saying this is? I just want to explain this to people. This is for this season. This is this season's class.
Oh, sorry. This is 1920.
1920. Okay,
yeah.
So like, just say hypothetically speaking, say the Nuggets won the title.
Mm-hmm.
There's more value to this Jokic card than where it's at now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So that's where my question was about. Do I want a rookie Jokic? Is there situational?
Yeah, I mean, you always want the rookie card.
Right.
You always want the rookie
card. But I'm saying don't get discouraged if you find...
Yeah,
like if you got a Kawhi Leonard on the Raptors and then they win the championship, is that something? Could be?
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Right.
But
okay.
All right. Next, we got Bruce Brown. All right, Brooklyn Nets head coach.
Ooh,
Steve Nash.
Big soccer fan. I don't know if you're a soccer guy, but.
And all right, we're going to sleeve this up. I don't know how much it's worth, but rookie, Admiral Schofield. So
any rookie that you get, you should immediately sleeve and keep your eye on in the event that this guy becomes Damian Lillard. Yeah.
It's always like, who are you going to be willing to bet on? And like, obviously, I'm going to look up the price of Admiral after this.
Right.
But it's always good. It's a good practice to always have the rookies in the sleeve. All right, so that's pack number 1. Pack number 1 was not great.
And now, so these are these cases here, not cases. These packs,
yes,
come with 3 packs in them, and there's 15 cards.
Mm-hmm.
So these go for about $50.
Yeah, I would say about $50. All right, we might just need to get a scissor if we got something like that down here.
I do have a scissor, but I just don't know where it's at right now. Dude, take your time. Don't worry. This is. I'm glad that there's video for this too, because there's a lot that's like racing through my mind.
Oh, okay.
Right off the bat,
we got something.
We got a gem.
I think it's a gem.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go from the back. We're gonna go from the back. Look at that name.
Kobe White. Yeah.
Kobe White.
Okay.
NBA debut, Kobe White. I love it. I love it. So this is something that will probably have some value. Obviously, it's his rookie card. It's a debut.
Top 10 draft pick.
Top 10 draft
Makes sense to keep your eye on that one.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. All right. Now we're going to switch it since I saw it. All right. We got Tehran Prince from the Nets. Pascal. All right. So this is interesting. All right. So this also might have some value.
So he's holding a Devin Booker
second year card. So the thing with second year cards is they're actually gaining some value because kids can't afford the rookie card. So they're buying the second year.
Wait, that's not his second year though.
18, 19? He was drafted in 18. This is 19, 20. This is second year.
But I think he was older than that. Wasn't he? He was in the Towns class. Isn't he 2017?
I mean, pretty sure he was 2018, as according to stats.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with this here, but yeah, interesting. Man, I think this is wrong because it says 18, 19. I don't want to get you discouraged. Played 64 games, but his NBA totals is 272. I'm pretty sure Booker was in the league in like 2016.
We'll see. I mean, I'll check it.
I'll check it right now.
Yeah, let's see what his rookie is.
Because fuck, I feel like an asshole now because I'm kind of just
don't
like,
feel like an asshole.
got your hopes up.
No, it's not. Dude, trust me, it's not getting my hopes up. But I know either way.
He was drafted in 2015, 2016. He was 19 years old? Yeah. So that card is 2018, 2019. That's his fourth year in the league.
All right. So I don't know why he didn't have all of his stats on there. Usually,
yeah, that was weird the way it was set up, but it kind of gave it away because if you look closely, like right underneath that, because to your defense, it says 18, 19, like that was his first year, but then right underneath NBA totals, it says how many games he's played.
Yeah. All right. Next one, we got Malcolm Brogdon, and then we got an insert of Jam Masters, which is just Paul George. So
do these packs at least guarantee you one impact card, or
you'll see? That's what this next one is.
Oh, okay. So at least you have potential for like a gem.
Yeah, we might have a gem in this one.
Guys, we might be able to buy a Porsche. I don't know, maybe red interior, all white, my dream car. You know what I'm saying?
Or should we get that Miami Vice car that Jordan Belfort was driving in?
Yes, that was fantastic as well. Okay, so what do you got there?
All right, so we got Kemba Walker here.
On the Celtics.
Austin Rivers, and Karl Malone. So this was a pretty dud pack, honestly, which is fine. It happens.
So what happens if you find Karl Malone and he's on, like, it's a card from 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
not
really.
Nothing?
Right.
No. I mean, no kid. You have to look at the times of what it is. Like, kids that grew up in the 90s think that Karl Malone is the greatest thing ever to have a card as, but kids who grew up in the 10s or the early 2000s don't know who that guy is.
This guy lost to Jordan twice. I say.
Yeah.
The most that they know of him.
I'm gonna sleeve up this Kemba one because this is first year Celtics, so maybe it has some value. So we'll just be safe about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're on to pack number 2 here.
What's the most valuable card you have in your possession?
In my possession right now?
Like at home, yeah.
I mean, I have some hollows from the first edition of Pokemon that are graded 9+. So
what about from a sports perspective?
Sports perspective.
Or how about this to make it a little easier? Maybe one that you think is gonna be super valuable.
Okay, so I mean, I
know you've already mentioned this Rui one.
Yes, I think Rui's gonna be star, but I don't think he's gonna be my most. I think this Ingram card has the most upside to it right now because I don't have like a rookie Luka or I don't have a rookie Zion, and that's what's selling right now.
Right.
All right, but let's see what we got here. Jonas Valanciunas. Oh, okay, love it.
Wow, the aforementioned Luka.
The aforementioned Luka. That is absolutely worthy of the sleeve.
Yeah. Yes. This was this is the year that he really blossomed into this guy's a top 5 player in the league, especially what he did in the bubble.
Yeah. I think he's top 3.
Yeah, I would say, man, it's hard not to pick him if you're doing the whole fantasy booking of fantasy drafting. I could have anyone in the league. Like, how do you not pick him?
Yeah.
Like, even over LeBron. I know it sounds crazy. Maybe, like, the initial return on LeBron's going to be, but this is, like, a guy who he's...
you have to have a Luka.
Going to attract free agents. The value of your team is going to go up. You're going to be on the Forbes, like, top 3 most valuable franchises. So
yeah. All right,
okay,
then we got...
goodies we have?
Grayson. Tripping.
Grayson Allen.
Steven Adams. All right, we got a Hall of Fame insert, Julius Erving. That's pretty cool. And then we have a Kevin Durant, USA.
Ooh, so what about that? That's no. And what about the Julius Erving? Even though it's
I'm gonna sleeve up the Irving and see what it's worth, just because it's also so this is called a silver. You can see how it's like reflecting like that.
Mm.
So a regular one like this doesn't shine the same way.
Oh yeah, that one's more like a rainbow kind of reflector, where that one's more silver.
Yeah, so this is a base, this is a silver. So we'll just sleeve this up. Maybe it's worth a little bit, probably not, but we'll see. All right. Next pack.
All right, the last pack that we have here.
Second to last.
Oh yeah, and then we got the
special one.
We got the extra special. Hopefully we get some.
I see we have a rookie back here, so I'm at least we got that. All right. We have Marcus Gasol, Aaron Holiday, Justin Okogie. Okay, so any LeBron card is worthy of some value. So like this is a LeBron insert MVP year. But
this card just looks like cool.
Yeah. Panini does a great job with its finish. The way like the gloss of it, the shimmer, everything is great.
Wow, yeah. Damn, this is so cool, man. I feel like I'm holding like a delicate child, just kind of.
This I don't.
I mean, you also don't know. Like, you don't want to.
I don't know. I don't think this like, if it's not from LeBron's rookie or anything significant, like, I mean, this may be worth maybe $100.
Right.
But like, who knows? Probably less. All right,
James
then we got
Harden.
Insert James Harden. That, dude. I mean, I want to get into it with him. With Harden, because I think he's the problem, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right, and then we have rookie Sekou, which is fine, which we'll also just throw into a sleeve. Hopefully we get a Zion or John here, which would be all time.
Man, this is like, I'm really just, I can't get away from these casings, man.
Yeah, the casings are great.
And this is dope, cheap plugs and promos. You guys definitely got to go to the YouTube channel to see some of the shit that I'm just holding up right now, so you guys can see Brandon Ingram, and just the casing is so popping.
All right, this is now our last case.
All right, the last one. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, I see one that we will definitely still sleeve up. We got on the back here another.
So it's pretty much the same one, just like the hologram is different, the color.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sleeve that.
And then
we did not pull a Zion or Jobbies. I could see both cards here, but it's fine.
I see Karis LeVert had a pretty nice year this year with the Nets. I'm interested to see how he's going to look next year with them.
And then we got Clint Capela.
Okay, so another dud.
But hey, that's what it is, and it's a gamble. It's what it always has been. Still fine. We got some good, solid cards here. I mean, we pulled a Luka, which is great. Where is our Luka? Right there. We're going to put him at the top. All right, I would say this was a pretty solid outing, actually. Like these 3 cards definitely paid for the 2, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so you've already profited. No. Okay.
I would say at least from these 3 cards, I probably profited $100 at least.
Wow.
Yeah. Like Kobe White card will go. Same with Admiral and Luka. Like I actually just sent this card to grading to PSA. Like this.
So now you
card.
have 2.
Now I have 2 of them. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's fucking dope.
All right, dope. So this was a solid outing for cards.
Yeah, man. Listen, let's start to wrap this up a little bit.
Yes.
And then I have a lot of questions that I'll save for another time. And we got to do this. I do this segment for the Patreon. It's like a 6-pack of rapid fire questions. So make sure you don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Yo, Ben, this was awesome, man. Thank you. I think I know people in my Discord for Patreon, they've been asking because they've been seeing me just promote like new cards and shit just because I've gotten into it. And especially like I'm new to the game. I'm not a vet, but I know like who's good and who's not.
Yeah.
I just like now I know, all right, I should go after Paninis.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have LeBrons or cards of that nature, definitely keep an eye on.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this was awesome. Thank you for coming, joining the show.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Where can they find you? What's your social media? What's coming out that you're working on? The floor is yours.
Okay.
Plug away.
All right. So my social handle for Instagram is @Ben Wolfin. You'll have to request to follow me. I'm a private page. I don't have a following like many of my influencer friends. But come Monday, please check out the Paul Rivera Podcast. Our guest will be a sommelier from the Napa Valley. He's one of 3 African-American sommeliers in the world, which is super cool. Great guy, great show. Keep an eye out for Talking Shop with Buster. We have a lot of episodes that we'll be taping this week. I'm not going to say the guest just yet. Secrets, but we'll be coming back soon. Check out Blez Sports Cards. Any of those minute-long videos, more than likely I was the one who edited them. And I think that's about it on my end. I think I've plugged everyone I needed to.
There you go, man. Guys, at The Lamb Show is where you can find me. At Veterans Minimum is where you can find everything for the show.
I do have one more plug. I'm so sorry.
Good go.
I have one more plug. Always check out on Blue Wire, the checkup with Brandon B.A. for anyone who knows that influencer on Instagram, and Joy D'Angela, the checkup on Spotify.
There you go. I'll make sure to, and also remind me.
And Apple Podcast.
To just send me the links, and I'll put it in the episode to make it easier.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on the Patreon. Enjoy yourselves, and congrats, legends. We'll catch you next time.